She is gone. Guys, Destiny from Love After Lockup is back in jail. Guys, what is up? Max here, the Celeb Talk guy, and happy day before Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving Eve for everyone in America. Hope you guys have an incredible Thanksgiving. But first, we have to talk about what went down with Destiny and how she is back in jail. Now, before I jump into this video, we must give credit to the incredibly amazing, kind of crazy, Soap Dirt, because they were the ones that were able to dig up and find this evidence that Destiny is back in jail. So I'm going to put a link above or below this video. We need to give them credit. Check out their article. They have really specific details on her arrest, but we kind of knew it was coming. But according to Soap Dirt, she is actually already in present day back in jail. And if there was like one person, maybe Heather, but if there's one person on this show from Love After Lockup from any season that should be put away in jail, in my opinion, it is either Lindsey or Destiny, and I definitely think it should be Destiny. So thank God I am not complaining. I am actually incredibly happy. But yes, Destiny is back in jail. And if you're wondering, well, for how long? It sounds like, according to that Soap Dirt article, which is going to be above or below this video, that she is going to be in there for 1 to 4 years. Hopefully 4, and I hate to sound all rude like I really can't stand her, but honestly, you guys, I really can't stand her. I think she is incredibly rude. I think she used Shawn, and I also think Shawn's a complete moron, but more on them in a couple seconds. So yes, she's in there for 1 to 4 years according to Soap Dirt, and hopefully it is the longer. And if you're wondering, well, if she's still with Shawn, I don't know for sure. Obviously, they are still on this new season of Life After Lockup, so there haven't been any big spoilers yet, but you know, considering how dumb Shawn is, I would not be shocked if they are still together while she's doing God knows what with who knows who with these other women in prison, and Shawn's, you know, sitting there acting like they're in some committed relationship. So I wouldn't be shocked, but cannot say yes or no for sure. But like I was saying, we do have a new season of Life After Lockup. The first episode just aired, and it was surprisingly really good. Now, obviously, we already know that Destiny is in jail, spoiler alert, but, you know, we did get to see her and Shawn, and she was kind of going through a little something in the last episode. What we saw was she took Shawn's car, she took all of her clothes, and she hit the road, and she got up on out of there, and she was having like really serious health issues. Now, she thought she was pregnant. Well, come to find out, she took the test, and drum roll please, she was not pregnant. The thing said not pregnant. So I'm not shocked. Typical, you know, drama, reality TV, they have to make it all suspenseful, but she's not pregnant. But she still claimed that she was really having some stomach issues and whatnot. So she ended up having to go to the ER. The Life After Lockup producers had to like rush her to the ER, and she ran in and she was not feeling so great. So I don't know what her issue is, but I do know Shawn apparently had no idea where she was. He had no idea why she left. But Destiny's reasoning was why she, you know, stole his car and left was she said that he's been lying so much, he's still talking to his ex, there was just too many issues. So she literally took his car, all of her belongings, and left. And she also took his credit card. So, I mean, come on. I don't feel bad for her one bit. I think she is a user and a liar, and I am sick of her. And honestly, for Shawn to still be with this woman and not be, you know, standing up for his kids, I'm not a fan of him either. I think he's just as dumb as her. So Shawn and Destiny, we are going to have to wait and see what really happens for them, but now we do know she is back in jail. Now for the other ones, oh my God. Speaking of this last new season, we got to see Scott and Lindsey, and they are almost as bad as Shawn and Destiny. Now, you know, long story short with them, basically, Lindsey is in a relationship with a woman named Bell. That is basically the moral of the story. She has been seeing this other woman for years and years and years behind Scott's back. He has no idea. And in the last episode, you know, she asked him, well, hey, well, can my friend Bell move her RV trailer into our, I guess, I don't even know, driveway? And Scott was like, sure, I have nothing wrong with it. I like Bell. She seems nice and she's good for you. And so he's, you know, standing there all naively stupid, like, oh my God, this is going to be so good. Now Lindsey has a friend, but little does he know, she is a heck of a lot more than just a friend. So yeah, also just horrible couple. They should not be together, but I don't think they're gonna be together much longer. But for Scott and Lindsey for the rest of the episode, they had a little come to Jesus moment, and Lindsey and Scott were talking about their issues. They're not staying in the same bedroom. They're very distant. They're not even they're not talking very often. I think Scott's starting to realize that, wow, this woman, Lindsey, does not really like me. And I think Lindsey's just like, you know, I never even liked this guy to begin with. She only wanted him for his money, and now come to find out, it really looks like Scott is like kind of broke. But Lindsey was trying to work on a modeling gig. Of course, Scott was against it for God knows what reason. And then they were going back and forth. They ended up talking. Lindsey is still kind of mad that Scott is all nosy and always picking through her stuff. I don't care. They're both so stupid. They're a horrible couple, but I have a hunch, pretty good feeling that they're not going to be together much longer. And also there was Chevelle and Kweilyn, and oh my God, you guys, they were my golden couple. They were the couple that I loved. I loved Chevelle's daughter, and she was calling him daddy, which that might have been a little too soon, but still, they were the cutest little family. They had everything going, but now, yeah, everything's not going for them because we are like 99.999% confident that Kweilyn cheated. Now, there's a slim possibility that he was either framed or he didn't, but what basically happened was Chevelle was getting some feelings, and, you know, she was getting feelings. She knew something wasn't up. Kweilyn was kind of distant. He wasn't around very often. They weren't very romantic, if you know what I'm talking about. So she did some snooping. She snooped through his cell phone, and she saw about like 25,000 texts with a bunch of different people. There's one woman in particular he was talking to a ton. She ended up reaching out. Of course, everyone denied it, and then she ended up reaching out to Kweilyn, and Kweilyn, of course, denied it. But the texts were not a text you would send to like your good old friend or to your, you know, family member. They were very, very, very romantic texts, if you know what I'm saying. So it didn't look good for him. Of course, Kweilyn got all upset because Chevelle was throwing his stuff out the window, and he got upset and kind of stormed off and left. But yeah, not looking good for them. The only hope I have for them, and this maybe, I don't know if this is even really a hope or not, but it really does look like in present day that Chevelle and Kweilyn are still together. A few weeks ago, not even a few weeks, a few days ago, like a week or two, it was Kweilyn's birthday. Chevelle was posting a million different things for the guy. So that tells me, geez, they're probably still together, right? But maybe not. I don't know. It does seem kind of weird, so I'm wishy-washy. I don't really know. I guess what could have happened is Kweilyn could have cheated, which I hope he didn't, but he could have cheated, and then maybe he went back to Chevelle and apologized and told the truth and said, I made a mistake, but I just want to be with you, and then maybe she actually forgave him and took him back. I hope that's not the case because y'all know me. Once a cheater, always a cheater. I feel like if he's gonna cheat once, he'll do it again, but there appears to possibly be more to the story. I will say Kweilyn was like really straight-faced. He wasn't concerned. Like he was like, no, I didn't cheat. So it looked like he was telling the truth, but of course, God only knows. Then we kind of have a sad subject. This honestly kind of sucks. Lacey and Shane, they were expecting triplets. We were all excited, gung-ho, even though I will say, honestly, I love Lacey and Shane. I think they are kind of just funny and a good couple. Shane is like incredible. Shane's like younger than me, come to find out. I did not know that. I thought Shane was like 24. Okay, it said he was 22. I don't know if that was a typo or what, but yeah, he's only 22. I'm 23, turned 24. So he is young to be, you know, raising Lacey's current kids and then also to have 3 more kids. But unfortunately, they went to the doctor and it really sucks, sad to say, but Lacey did lose 2 of the kids. So it's a bummer. It's sad. Honestly, they were both in tears. It sucks. It's just a really unfortunate thing. And I feel bad for them, pushing out my good energy and vibes and everything to them. I really do feel for them. Yeah, it's really unfortunate. So Lacey and Shane, they lost 2 of their kids, but thankfully they still have one of the babies is still very healthy. I guess doing great. I don't believe she had the baby yet, but I could be wrong, but I think she is still pregnant. I could be wrong though, but I'm sure Lacey and Shane, they keep everything unlocked. They won't be saying anything on social media until it goes on the show, I'm sure. So we'll have to wait and see on the TV show until we know when they actually have this baby, but I wish them well. The only thing with those 2 that seems kind of weird is we keep seeing these previews of John, who John was Lacey's ex from a million years ago. You know, they dated on and off. They really shouldn't even be in communication, but for some reason, it's like this John guy, he keeps going in and out of prison. Every time he comes out, he reaches out to Lacey. And it's just like, why don't you block this guy's number? But he keeps reaching out. Obviously, Shane, who is married to her, cannot stand this John guy. It's a constant triangle of love and fighting. And so it looks like, at least, that John is going to get out of prison, and then he's going to come back and reach out to Lacey, and he's going to get in the middle of her and Shane. It's going to be a big old drama and fight, which honestly I find kind of annoying. Then there was Andrea and Lamar, and yeah, kind of a little weird topic too. Lamar has a daughter. He had literally when he was like 16, 17 years old, and he went to jail when he was like 18. So he clearly did not spend much time with her when she was, grown. He was in prison all those years. Now she is a grown adult, and it's kind of a weird topic because he's remarried and started a new family and has a new kid with someone else. So he is trying to build up that relationship with his daughter, his oldest daughter, which is great to hear. Kind of honestly awkward topic though, but he told his youngest daughter, and his, the young daughter, Priscilla, that he actually has another daughter and that she has a sister, and she was all excited and whatnot, but he doesn't want to bring it around Andrea because she has this weird jealousy thing, which I am not a fan of at all. I think it's honestly pretty horrible, but she's all jealous and weird and kind of just not a fan for it. So long story short, he reached out to his daughter. He's been in very distant touch with her, come to find out, but he reached out to her. He is trying to see her. Hopefully, they can kind of make their relationship work. I feel like, honestly, though, we got to hear the daughter talk. She didn't sound very gung-ho on seeing him. She knows how Andrea is. She knows that he just started this whole new family, and I feel like she's kind of wishy-washy on, like, do I really want to be in a relationship or even try to start a relationship with this man who could very easily just all of a sudden, boom, disappear, or his wife could just say, you can't talk to her. So I don't blame his daughter. I honestly kind of feel bad for her because it's like, do you really want to put yourself in that situation? But I think once Andrea finds out that he kind of went behind her back, even though in my opinion, he didn't at all. It's his daughter. He has every right to talk to her and to have a relationship with her. And if Andrea's mad, she can go shut up and go sit in a corner or something, because that's totally, not cool. I mean, she should be totally accepting. She should be welcoming this daughter into their life. And if she's on the fence like that, that's not cool at all. So yeah, I think once she finds out, she's going to be furious. And then real quick, there was Brittany and Marcelino. And, long story short, it was Brittany's birthday. Everything was kind of going well. What happened though was Brittany started kind of name calling, and then so did he, and they were going back and forth, and that was basically the extent of it. We didn't get to see much with them besides the fact that everything appeared to be going right, and then boom, a big fight ran off, and Marcelino ran out the house and was getting all mad and telling everyone to get the cameras out of his face, and that was basically it. And last but not least, we got to see my favorite couple, who is now in jail also, and that is Michael and Sarah and her new man, Malcolm, who apparently might be an actor, which I don't think is actually true, but apparently he might actually be an actor. So what happened was Michael was still in town. Now, the birthday party we got to see last season was actually like the day or two before, so it's all still in that same time frame, but he was still in town for the birthday party. Malcolm's been staying with Sarah, and all of a sudden, guess who showed up out of the complete blue and knocked on Sarah's door in a teddy bear costume? Guess who? Michael. And the worst thing about it wasn't that Michael showed up, uncalled for, or they didn't give Sarah a heads up, or that he was being rude the day or two before at the birthday party. The worst thing for me was you could see Sarah in the background, and she was blushing, and she was smiling, and she was giggling like she was a 5th grader with a big crush. I mean, she was crushing on this guy like I have never seen before, and it just told me that, oh my God, Sarah for sure still has feelings with him. Now, I bet about you guys are gonna say, well, yeah, duh, she has 2 kids with him, and I don't even know their marriage status, so yeah, of course she still has feelings for him, but she was like crushing. I get it if you say, hey, I have kids with this man. I would like to be in a relationship with him for our kids' sake, and I do think he's a nice enough guy. I mean, I had 2 kids with him, but I figured Sarah realized at this point that Michael's horrible. Michael is awful. Michael is a deadbeat, a liar, a loser, and he's just not a nice person. So I figured she would just say, I understand that he is a deadbeat and a liar and a loser, but apparently, the look at her face, she was blushing, she was giggling, she was smiling. Like I said, like she had a crush when she was in like the 5th or 6th grade. It was unbelievable. So that was not a good sign for me. And if you're probably wondering, well, what happened to Malcolm? Well, Malcolm happened to go out for coffee and donuts right before Michael got there, which I don't know if that was scripted or not. It seemed a little bit fake. But then he came back and he walked in the house and Michael was standing there in a teddy bear costume. Now, Malcolm just said, oh, hey, what's up, bro? He was real cool, real calm, real nice. And right when he said, what's up, bro, Michael, he had no comment, didn't say anything, and then you can kind of see Malcolm in the background like, do I go and talk to him? Do I go in another room? What do I do? And yeah, he ended up going and talking to him, and thank God, Michael was relatively calm and cordial enough. But still, if I was Malcolm, Malcolm did the right thing. He was nice, he was cordial, he wasn't being all, like, get out of here, because he has every right to tell Sarah to say, hey, tell him to get out of here, but he didn't. He was calm, he was cool, and they kind of talked. But the dumbest thing was, Michael kind of put on some big show, behind Malcolm's back, that now he's gonna try to like win Sarah over or something. So I don't know. All I know is that Michael is now back in jail, and Sarah made a comment that he was not with her kids. So more than likely, Sarah does not get back with Michael. She might try though, because we got to see in a preview that she was like being all flirty and whatnot with Michael. So I don't know what happens. I don't know if Malcolm's out of the picture. I don't know if Malcolm is an actor. There are so many different rumors and possibilities, but more than likely, if I had to guess, Malcolm's probably not an actor. He probably just liked Sarah. And then once he saw all this drama with Michael and he realized that, hey, you still have a crush on this man, he was probably like, I am getting the heck out of here. I'm peacing out. I'm leaving. That is what I can only assume happened. And then Michael, who is crazy, probably left and he went back down to Florida and he got in trouble and now he is in jail. Or he was in jail, but he is going to have to be going back pretty soon. So, a lot of stuff happened, a lot of stuff to talk about. Love After Lockup. Actually, technically, it's called Life After Lockup now, which I think is so stupid. Why change the name? Just say Love After Lockup and we keep one name. But anyway, you guys, one of my favorite shows. I know it was on a few days ago, but I've been so busy with the holidays. I've had so much stuff going on that, yeah, I couldn't even get to this video until today. So hopefully y'all don't mind. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you do, please feel free to hit that like button, comment below your thoughts, hit the subscribe button. And also, you guys, tomorrow, if you are watching this video on Wednesday, tomorrow is Thanksgiving. So everyone in America, I hope y'all have a happy, happy, happy Thanksgiving. A happy and safe, very safe. Stay safe, everyone. Seriously, stay safe. Do what you gotta do, whatever you wanna do, but y'all gotta stay safe. Y'all wanna, I'm with everyone. I think everyone should be with family, but stay as safe as you can and do what you gotta do. So stay safe, and I really wish everyone well and health and wealth and everything. So hope everyone has a phenomenal Thanksgiving and just, yeah, happy holidays. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will be seeing y'all probably not tomorrow, but I'll be back on Friday. If not for some fluke, I will definitely be back on Saturday. So I'll see y'all back here very soon.